Okay, I'm Tim Farron. I'm the Member of Parliament for Westmoreland and Lonsdale, which covers most of South Lakeland. Comfortably, one of the top two issues that I face locally, the other being the hospital, is the matter of affordable housing, or more accurately, the lack of it. In our area, we probably have average house prices around £250,000 now, and average incomes something in the region of £20,000 a year. Now, you don't need to be a genius to work out that that means that the average person cannot afford the average home. And if you look across our area, probably most people who own their own home now couldn't afford to buy it today on its current prices with their current income. And that means it's a problem that exists now, but is actually on the road to getting worse. And so something's got to be done about it. The problem, first of all, needs to be highlighted, because until decision makers really understand there is a problem, then I'm afraid not enough will be done to tackle it. So, for instance, government needs to recognise that we do have a need here. We may have very low unemployment, but we also have very low incomes as opposed to other costs, for instance, housing that we're talking about now. So unless that's recognised, nothing's going to change, I'm afraid. We have a problem in that we are seen as, across the country, a very affluent area, and there are many people who retire here who have indeed got assets, and people who have second homes here who clearly wouldn't have a second home here if they didn't have money. We also have, however, the biggest gap anywhere outside the southeast of England between average house prices and average incomes, and we have to try and change the rules so that we are able to put life back into our communities, because what this is about is building sustainable communities. If you don't have affordable housing for local people, then the local people, particularly the young people, just leave, and the problem solves itself. The market is a scientific outfit, if you like. It will reach an equilibrium. The problem is it'll be an equilibrium without young people, and an equilibrium without economically active people. We will become a retirement zone. And you've already seen many villages that have lost post office, schools, pub, and all sorts of other local facilities, and they've lost them because the people who used to live in those communities can no longer afford to live there. They go, they're replaced at best with people who moved in and retired. That's okay, because at least they spend some money locally. They don't tend to use the maternity unit in the schools, though, which is a problem. But you then also have second homeowners who move in, and I don't want to be uncharitable or unwelcoming. There's obviously a role for people who want to have a second or holiday home. That's fine, but in certain communities it has become massively excessive, and that has led to inflation in house prices, and it's led to a lack of demand for basic services throughout the week, so those services go. So until we tackle this problem, we run the serious risk of our communities spiralling down towards a kind of sleepy death.